The seed makes a plant, the seed makes a plant. With soil and rain and sunny days, the seed makes a plant. Welcome to Germination Station with Maestra Flo. Hello gardening friends. In this week's video, we are going to go into more depth about how to maintain our garden. There are 4 points that we're going to cover. First, watering our plant babies. Second, pruning yellow leaves. Thirdly, protecting against pests. We mentioned aphids last week, and we're going to talk about aphids and weeding. And then finally, we need to protect our vegetables from our bunny friends because we're growing the food for us to eat, not for them to eat. So we are going to build a fence together. All right, let's get started.
So this is my in-the-ground garden, and as you can see, we have support for our cucumbers, but the ground is really dry. So one of the things that we're going to do to maintain our garden is to water our plants.
When we're watering our plants, we want to check for yellow leaves. Because if the leaf is not going to benefit the plant, it's okay to remove it. Now we can see that this cucumber leaf is not doing so well, and it's time to put it back into the soil. So what I do is I just use my thumbnail and I pinch it off. And then I'll put this back into my compost.
So another thing that we need to do to maintain our garden is to make sure we weed. So we want the cucumbers here because the cucumbers are what we're trying to grow. But there are lots of little weeds. You can see in here that there are lots of smaller plants that are trying to take the nutrients from the ground and competing for resources with our vegetables. So what we want to do is take those out of the ground by the root. We want to make sure that we get all of it. And then we put that either into compost or we bury them back into the ground.
One very common pest is the aphid. But you can have a plan for how you're going to combat pests if you find them, which will include, you can just wipe them off of the leaves. You can use a vinegar solution to remove aphids. You can also use tin foil to reflect sun to the bottom of the leaves because aphids are not heat tolerant, so they do not survive well in concentrated heat. So there are lots of ways that you can prevent pests from eating your plants.
So we have lots of really yummy vegetables in this garden. And we don't want bunnies to eat all our vegetables before we get a chance to eat them. So I'm going to put some stakes in the ground. And we're going to put chicken coop around the garden to keep the bunnies out. All right, so we are putting up the chicken coop fencing that was given to me by a friend, which I'm very grateful for. Now, since I didn't measure it out completely, this is where we take a moment to take a breath and hope that the fence actually goes around all of the stakes. So everybody take a breath and imagine that it's going to fit. Because we need your help. I think it's going to work, guys. I think it's going to work. I think we're going to be able to protect our tomatoes and peppers and carrots and lettuce. All right, just a little bit more. It is perfect. Literally within an inch. Great. Great job, you guys.
It's going to be our last video of spring of 2020. I hope that you all have wonderful gardens and enjoy the whole process of planting and growing and maintaining, and then eventually at the end of the summer harvesting the great vegetables that you put lots of care into. The seed makes a plant. The seed makes a plant. With soil and rain and sunny days, the seed makes a plant. See you next time.